remain standing for the playing of our national anthem. Please be seated. Welcome to the commencement ceremony for the graduating class of 2015. For those of you who don't know me, I am Corey Riggenball, and I am the senior class president. Next to me are some very important people and the reason the Wadsworth City School System is so great. I would like to welcome the Wadsworth Board of Education and Superintendent Dr. Andrew Hill to the ceremony. I would also like to welcome the class of 1965 who graduated from WHS 50 years ago. Seniors, we are finally reaching the end of our 12-year journey, and we are ready to begin the next chapter of our lives. Throughout the 4 great years at Wadsworth High School, not only did we have good times together, but we also overcame obstacles together. We managed to get through freshman year without being stuffed in a trash can or shoved in a locker by the upperclassmen. We got through the school-wide paper shortage of sophomore year. We even were blessed with 8 calamity days last year, yet we still embraced the mind-numbing blizzard bags junior year. And to top it off, we all even miraculously overcame the terrible illness that is senioritis. And that long trek has led us to here. As we are handed our diplomas today, the gate is open to the rest of our lives. As we walk out of these doors for the last time, we will all take separate paths to success. But no matter which path we take, there is no doubt that this class will excel in everything they do. We have a desire to learn, a passion for challenge, and an eagerness to succeed. That is what will take this class to the top. Thank you.
Will the class of 2015 please stand? We are so very proud to call ourselves Grizzlies, and we look forward to joining generations of proud graduates who receive their diplomas from Wadsworth High School. We welcome all alumni who are sitting in the audience today. We hope your pride in your school and all its accomplishments continue to grow, just as we are proud of all of you. I now ask that all past graduates please stand and be recognized. At this time, we ask that all members of the audience now stand for the singing of our alma mater. The words are written by Miguel Williams from the class of 1936, and the music is composed by Gloria Lester from the class of 1933.
Thank you. Please be seated. The class of 2015 is fortunate to have two students recognized as salutatorian. They are Allison Hose and Colin Klunk. At this time, I would please ask Allison to join me at the podium. Allison is a member of the National Honor Society and has participated in the Buckeye Girls State and the Medina County Teen Diversion programs. She is an AP Scholar with Distinction and received the National Forensics League Outstanding Distinction Award. Allison was also awarded the Maximus Scholarship from The Ohio State University, where she will attend this fall, majoring in Environment, Economic Development, and Sustainability. Joining Allison today are her parents, Stacy and Michael Hose. At this time, I would ask all of Allison's family to please stand and be recognized. As I present the salutatorian medallion to Allison, I would ask you to please join in honoring her with a round of applause. At this time, would Colin please join me at the podium? Colin is a member of National Honor Society and the International Thespian Society. He participated in the Buckeye Boys State Program and served as the president of Science Club. He received a superior rating for his project at the Ohio State Science Fair. He is an AP Scholar with Distinction and was awarded the Cull Scholarship. Colin plans on attending the Northeast Ohio Medical University. Joining Colin today are his parents, Amy and Christopher Klunk, and at this time I would ask all of Colin's family to please stand and be recognized. As I present the salutatorian medallion to Colin, I would ask you to join me in honoring him with a round of applause.
The class of 2015 is honored to have 3 students recognized as valedictorians. They are Elaine Gossert, Robert Kruger, and Evan Raymer. At this time, I would ask Elaine to please join me at the podium. Elaine is the president of Drama Club, the vice president of National Honor Society, and a Hobie representative. She's an AP Scholar with Distinction, a National Merit Commended student, and received an Honors Thespian Award with the International Thespian Society. She also received the Frank Close Memorial Scholarship. Elaine plans on attending Miami University and majoring in biomedical engineering. Joining Elaine today are her parents, Lori and Scott Gossert. At this time, I would ask all of Elaine's family to please stand and be recognized. As I present the valedictorian medallion to Elaine, please join me in honoring her with a round of applause. This time I would ask Bob Kruger to please join me at the podium. Bob is a member of National Honor Society, vice president of the senior class, and received the Student of the Year Award. He is also an AP Scholar of Distinction, received the Top Scholar Award, and is a National Merit Finalist. He has also received the Franklin B. Walter Award and is a silver medalist in the American Math Competition. Bob plans on attending Miami University, where he has been accepted into the honors program to study mathematics. Joining Bob today are his parents, Julie and Gerald Kruger. At this time, I would ask all of Bob's family to please stand and be recognized. As I present the valedictorian medallion to Bob, please join me in recognizing him with a round of applause. Would Evan Raymer please join me at the podium? Evan is a member of National Honor Society, Buckeye Boys State, and International Thespian Society. He is an AP Scholar with Distinction and was a Questbridge College Match finalist. He was awarded the Call Scholarship and the Maximus Scholarship from The Ohio State University. Evan plans to attend The Ohio State University and major in computer science. Joining Evan today are his parents, Paula and Robert Raymer, and at this time I would ask all of Evan's family to please stand and be recognized. As I present the valedictorian medallion to Evan, please honor him with a round of applause. Wadsworth City Schools continues to demonstrate excellence in all areas that we hold high as high values and beliefs for student achievement and performance. As a AAA school district with high expectations, we take great pride in the areas of academics, the arts, and in athletics. 3 seniors will speak to each area today. First is Robert Kruger in academics, second is Elaine Gossert on the arts, and third is Mason Eggleston on athletics.
You may be wondering why exactly we're here today. What is the one thing that everyone here shares? What does the diploma we are all about to receive really mean? It all boils down to academics, the fact that each of us has completed the necessary academic requirements to graduate from high school. And so by just this fact, academics, whether we like it or not, is a uniting force among the students here, something everyone can relate to. But academics, the learning happening strictly in a school setting, is only a small part of the education we undergo our entire lives. To be able to understand and fully appreciate what Wadsworth High School has done for us academically, we need to look at some more general ideas that won't leave after you finish high school. There are 2 different words that are defined very much the same way, but I think have very different meanings. Knowledge and understanding. They're synonyms that deal with specific information a person has. But think about this. If you were having trouble with, say, long division, would you ask someone who knows how to divide on, say, a calculator? Or would you ask someone who understands how to divide? Maybe even why the calculator gives you the right answer. I would pick the person who can show me how to divide, when to divide, and why we even want to do division in the first place. And I think we would all want to ask the person who not just knows what to do, but who knows how to do it and why it's important and where you can use it. That explanatory depth, how much a person truly understands about a topic, is the difference between understanding and knowledge. Knowledge is simply being able to recite a fact. Understanding is knowing how, why, and when to use this fact. But there's an underlying assumption, though, that I've largely ignored. The fact that if we want to know about something, we ask for help. I call this referencing for short, and it happens all the time, whether we consult a book, an advisor, or an online source. If I'm having some trouble with my car engine, I reference my mechanic on how to fix it. It's a basic idea, but it's fundamental to living in today's world. We can't possibly know and understand everything we need to operate in this world. Not everyone knows how to fix a car or file taxes or fertilize a lawn, so we as individuals have to ask the right people for help when we need to do those things. We have to utilize these people that have the knowledge and understanding that we don't. And this is where formal academics comes in. Your teachers and your textbooks are these references that you utilize, people and things that can help you learn new information. And teachers especially, including your parents and your coaches, are those experts, those people that have a true understanding for a subject, and they teach so that they may impart that understanding to you. All the facts and trivia you learned in high school may not stick, but that doesn't matter. It is not that you need to simply know these facts, but that you understand them and their use. What is more important than actually learning these items is the ability to learn them, the power of referencing your teachers and parents and guides. For when you can learn, you have the ability to understand anything. They say it takes 10,000 hours in practice to become an expert. Well, we've been in school for just over 10,000 hours now, practicing learning all the same, so that if someone asks you, what did Wadsworth do for you? You can say first and foremost, they taught me to be an expert at learning. Now you can take this skill wherever you go, because learning doesn't stop here. But we can't just learn. We can't say goodbye and thanks to these wonderful teachers and forget about them. No, to truly thank them, we must give back and help others in return, becoming teachers ourselves. So this is the goal I'm charging all of you with today. You can't possibly learn everything, so pick something, learn it, and learn it well. Really understand it, the why, the where, the how, and the everything. You can become an expert manager, an expert farmer, an expert engineer, but always remember that whatever you do, don't be afraid to help others with the same task. That's what your parents and teachers did for you, and that's how this world operates. We need everyone, not just the classroom teachers, to teach. We need everyone to learn and everyone to help. In the simple words of Motown's Stevie Wonder, people keep on learning, teachers keep on teaching, and we'll reach a higher ground. Teach to thank your teachers, and don't be afraid to be taught. Thanks for your time.
Good afternoon, fellow graduates, inspirational educators, and of course, treasured family and friends. My name is Elaine Gossard, and as a member of the WHS Choir and Drama Department these past 4 years, I have the honor of celebrating the arts with all of you on this special day. I can almost guarantee that anyone who has ever attended the Fine Arts Festival, a speech and debate tournament, a WHS band or choir concert, or a drama production in the Performing Arts Center would agree that Wadsworth does fine arts exceptionally well. Now, I know what some of you are thinking. I couldn't even play hot cross buns on the recorder in elementary school. What do the arts have to do with me? While we don't all possess the same creativity or talent that some of the incredibly artistic seniors that sit before me do, there is one thing that threads all of us graduates together: the potential to inspire others with our passion, dedication, and determination towards everything that we do. During the rehearsal process for every play or musical that I've ever been a part of here at WHS, there is one tradition that has become a favorite of mine: the Chalky Talk, aptly named after our director and mentor, Mrs. Chalky. Each actor takes a seat out in the audience, closes their eyes, and listens to two very important questions. The first being, which actor or which performance has inspired you to achieve greatness within your art? And the second, who will you inspire with your time here on the stage? That second question always caused me to struggle the most. Who will I inspire? I'm just a high school student participating in something that I love to do. My parents and friends are proud of me, sure. I had seen bright-eyed little girls come up to my fellow actors exclaiming, "I want to be just like you when I grow up." Those moments felt good, but what does any of that have to do with being a true inspiration? Well, I found my answer to that question a few years ago, after my first Chalky Talk. It was opening night of John Lennon and Me, which was a play about a girl with cystic fibrosis, a life-threatening disorder that damages the lungs. After the final lights went down, a group of us actors were approached by a teary-eyed woman in her late 30s. I'll never forget what she said to us. "I have cystic fibrosis. I've never been one to talk about it, but your performance gave me hope. Your performance taught so many today not only about the struggles of terminally ill individuals, but that we are human too. We laugh, we cry, we love, we lose. You are all an inspiration. Thank you." She proceeded to walk away back into the crowd, but that woman changed my purpose for following my passion for the rest of my life. It's not about the applause following a show. It's about how my passion could inspire others to continue living their lives to the fullest. Maybe you found your passion on the football field, or in an academic challenge round, or in the wrestling room, on the balance beam, in the woodshop classroom, volunteering to help others on the track, or maybe in this very gym. Whatever yours might be, our passions make up a huge part of who we are as individuals. But beyond that, they allow us to move others to follow their own passions and to make a difference in their own lives. They allow us to inspire greatness within the minds and actions of others. So back to those two questions. Who has inspired you within your life? Maybe it's mom or dad, a family member, a friend, a mentor, a teacher. Thank those people who have inspired greatness within you. Tell them how much they mean to you. But that's the easy part. Graduates, as we move out and away from our sheltered lives and into college or the armed services or a full-time job, think about this for me. Who will your passion and dedication work to inspire? What can you do within your own life to motivate others to achieve their goals? On the topic of inspiring others, comedian Ellen DeGeneres suggests, just go up to somebody on the street and say, "Tag, you're it," and then run away. They'll know what you meant. So my fellow graduates, we spent a lifetime being inspired by those around us. Now it's your turn. Find your passions and use them to help others find meaning and greatness within themselves. Class of 2015, you're it. Thank you.
How's everyone doing today? All right. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Mason Eggleston, and I've had the incredible opportunity to be a student athlete here at Wadsworth High School for the past 4 years of my life. I've played football and baseball here for the past 4 years. And one thing I've come to realize over these past few years is that my experience as a high school athlete has been a learning experience for me as a young man growing up. I have undoubtedly learned valuable life lessons both on the field and off the field as an athlete. I want to talk about a few of those things I've learned. The first thing I've learned is that anything, and I mean anything, can happen when playing sports. So I'm going to flash you all back to last August during my senior year of football. We were in the middle of two-a-days, and we just reached the point where we put on full pads and we were starting to hit each other. It was a hot day, and we were well into our second practice session. Most of us were gone mentally at that time as the heat began to make us go insane. Anyways, we were doing a drill on one of our practice fields, and we actually used 3 practice fields. One's directly behind the high school. The other 2 are across the street, across the big red loop, next to the tennis courts. This way we didn't completely tear up one field and be forced to practice in the mud all year long. As we finished up that drill, Coach Dennison blew his whistle and signaled us to cross the street to begin another drill on the other field. You see, there's this really important rule we all learn when we are just wee little boys and girls growing up, and that is to look both ways before crossing the street. One of my teammates, and I won't mention any names, KP, did not learn this or was simply too incapacitated to remember this innate information. Coincidentally, there was a car zooming around the big red loop as we began to cross it, and KP had no intention of stopping to look both ways. He was so focused on reaching the next checkpoint that his peripheral senses had been disabled. He entered the street just as the car was coming around, and bang. Just kidding, KP didn't get hit by a car. There's no pending lawsuits or anything like that. However, the car did slam on its brakes, and the best part of this was KP just looked at the car and just kept running like a deer in headlights. The rest of us were in utter shock, and the whole situation became a running joke for the rest of the season. And little did I know that my high school football career would involve me almost seeing a hit and run during practice. But on a more serious note, there are a couple other things that I've learned as a high school athlete. One of these things is the addictive nature and importance of camaraderie. There's a special bond like no other between the athletes on a given team, and few people can ever understand and feel that bond. As human beings, even though we tend to be selfish at times, we're always in search of something greater than oneself, a higher and more powerful group of people. A sports team is the perfect example of this. We're all individuals, but the team is much stronger than each one of us individually. And when one individual fails, the team takes a substantial hit. It's really addictive to be part of such a strong group. We are truly like a family. We spend hours a day together at practice. We argue and bicker, but at the end of the day, we pick each other up and we have each other's backs when we go to war with another team. Ultimately, we come to love each other, and it's not in a weird way like a mom loves her kids or a girlfriend loves her boyfriend. It's brotherly and sisterly love that is remarkable. And one last thing that I've learned, and this might sound a little cliche, but the importance of hard work is something that being an athlete has taught me here at Wadsworth. But I would take that one step further. We can work our butts off for months, but if we never achieve anything, it feels pointless and trivial. However, here at Wadsworth High School, we get things done with our hard work. We have fun and we win because of our hard work. Just this past year, we took home multiple league championships and great achievements in both the regular season and postseason. Our football team worked its butt off this summer and was rewarded with a second straight playoff berth when no one thought we could do it, something that has not happened for over a decade. Our volleyball team, despite falling short in the race for the Suburban League title, shocked the world and upset Hudson to advance to the regional finals, something that no one ever expected them to do. The boys' cross-country team also brought home a league title, something that hasn't been accomplished by them in 5 years. In the winter, the girls' basketball team continued to accomplish the impossible, winning their 6th straight league title and going undefeated in the Suburban League for their 5th straight year, extending their Suburban League winning streak to an incredible 75 games. They advanced to yet another regional final, where they unfortunately came up short against a private school, because we all love those private schools. The wrestling team is just beyond impossible at this point, as they brought home their 23rd consecutive title and sent 5 wrestlers to state and placed 5th out of 85 teams, with all 5 wrestlers placing, capping off yet another incredible season for Coach G and his wrestling squad. The gymnastics team also took home a league title, their first since 2006. In the spring, the winning tradition continued as the boys track team took home a coveted Suburban League title and currently have individual members on a quest for state titles. The softball team made it to the district finals, but unfortunately came up short against the Walsh team. And finally, last but certainly not least, the varsity baseball team went undefeated in the regular season, going 26-0, broke the single-season wins record with 27 wins, and was runners-up at the district after a heartbreaking loss to Walsh in the district finals. Here at Wadsworth High School, our hard work pays off. Our hard work equates into wins and fun times as we continue the winning tradition each and every year. This year is no exception. I would like to thank all of you for giving your time here today at graduation. I would like to also take this time to thank all of the coaches here at Wadsworth High School for the time and effort they give all of us athletes and for the valuable life lessons they teach us each and every day. I would like to thank all of the parents of athletes for being there and understanding the difficulties we endure through the grueling parts of our seasons. I would personally like to thank all of my teammates, especially my football and baseball senior teammates, as you guys have been brothers to me through the thick and thin. And finally, I would like to thank all the loyal and incredibly supportive fans out there. You guys are the cog in the Grizzly athletic machine. Without your support, playing sports here at Wadsworth wouldn't be worth it. Thank you again.
There are many members of the class of 2015 who have excelled academically. We will now recognize each based upon their final grade point standing. Seniors wearing a red cord symbolic of achieving a 3.2 to 3.499 grade point average, earning the designation of cum laude, please stand to be recognized. Seniors wearing a silver cord symbolic of achieving a 3.5 to 3.799 grade point average, earning the designation of magna cum laude, please stand to be recognized. Seniors wearing a gold cord symbolic of achieving a 3.8 to 4.0 grade point average, earning the designation of summa cum laude, please stand to be recognized. And finally, seniors wearing a medal from the Joint Veterans Coalition of Medina County are going to the Armed Forces next year. Please stand to be recognized.
Hello, my name is Ryan Moore, and I am this year's Student Council Vice President. At this time, would the class of 1965 please stand up? We are honored that you are joining us today as you celebrate your 50th class reunion. As we look back, your class graduated 287 students, whereas today, the class of 2015 graduates 356. The class of 1965 had a record-holding year, with the best record in football since 1953, and your track and field team won the league title in the Chippewa Conference. You also had one of the largest graduating classes to date. Your homecoming tradition included a bonfire that was kicked off by the snake dance, and you decorated floats that were presented at the homecoming football game. Your plays were The Silver Whistle and The Taming of the Shrew. That year's production of The Taming of the Shrew was Wadsworth's first ever attempt at a Shakespearean production. You also inducted a record number of students into the Wadsworth chapter of the National Honor Society. In 1965, Lyndon B. Johnson was president. Martin Luther King led the famous March on Washington, where he delivered his I Have a Dream speech. Gas was only 30 cents per gallon, and the Grateful Dead played their first ever concert with guitarist Jerry Garcia. One of Lyndon B. Johnson's most famous quotes was, "The noblest search is the search for excellence." It is clear that you, the class of 1965, searched for excellence in academics, athletics, and the arts while at WHS, and you helped build a strong sense of community and tradition in Wadsworth that has inspired future classes like ours and the ones before us to do the same. To search for excellence in all that we do, both in high school and wherever our respective futures may take us. Again, we welcome you as you return for your 50th high school reunion. We are glad that you are present as our honored guests today.
Wow. Thank you to Corey, Elaine, Bob, Ryan, and Mason for doing such a wonderful job of speaking today. It's been a great day so far. In just a few minutes, the moment we've all been waiting for is upon us, as each of you will get to walk across the stage and receive your high school diploma. I'd just like to share a few brief thoughts about the class of 2015. I often tell people that I'm the high school principal, and they grimace at me and say, "Oh my God, it's got to be so hard to be the high school principal, dealing with all those high school students." And I can tell you, nothing can be further from the truth. I have the greatest job. I love every minute of it because of these young men and women sitting in front of me. The class of 2015 is truly an exceptional class. They are talented, fun, and filled with quality leaders and individuals. I would like to thank the Board of Education and Dr. Hill for allowing me to be their principal. Parents, I would like to thank you for sending your sons and daughters to school every day and trusting our staff to care for them. But most of all, I would like to thank the class of 2015 for making me a better person and making the people around you better. I care for you tremendously. Thank you for striving academically. As 2 of you are National Merit finalists, 7 of you are National Merit Commended students, 55 of you are either in the National Honor Society or National Technical Honor Society, and 169 of you are graduating with honors today. Thank you for serving others. As a senior class, you raked over 250 yards for senior citizens, gave over 600 pints of blood to the American Red Cross, spent countless hours serving our elementary students in huddle, stamp, and other mentoring programs, while 3% of you are either enlisted or are enlisted in the armed forces to serve our country. Thank you for trying new things, as 82% of you will be attending a 2-year or 4-year college, and an amazing 32% of you will be the first member of your family to attend college. Great job. Thank you for inspiring and performing for others, as this class had an excellent athletic season by winning several team and individual championships, with several individuals still competing in track and field this weekend. This class also performed on stage with outstanding plays, musicals, talent shows, choir performances, band shows, and speech and debate performances. And finally, class of 2015, thank you for reaching your first goal today. You are achieving the first goal you set when you walked into high school 4 years ago. 356 of you will be receiving your high school diplomas today. Good luck, and remember, you are always welcome back to Wadsworth High School, and I will do whatever I can to assist you in continuing to be the person you are today. Thank you. At this time, I would ask Dr. Andrew Hill, the superintendent of Wadsworth City Schools, to please join me at the podium. Dr. Hill, on behalf of the faculty and staff of Wadsworth High School, as principal, it is my honor and pleasure to present to you the class of 2015.
To all alumni and guests here today, we are honored with your presence. Specifically, the class of 1965, we welcome you back home. It's our hope that 50 years from now, these same graduates will return to celebrate their reunion and relive the memories of their years in our school district. Before we go any further, we should take a moment to reflect on the fact that tomorrow is Memorial Day. We recognize that numerous individuals in the history of our great nation have put themselves in harm's way, while many others have given the ultimate gift, all to protect the freedom of our country. It's through the actions of these men and women that we're able to stand here today and recognize the fruits of your labor from one of the greatest gifts freedom allows, the right to be educated. I believe it's through education that you will find true freedom in your life. Education is the great equalizer. A special thank you to all of our service members, both past and present. This is quite a distinguished class. As I sat through your senior recognition night a few weeks ago, I realized just how many great things that our graduates have done, while at the same time realizing the great future that's ahead for each of them. Class of 2015, you should be extremely proud of yourself for not only making it this far, but for the many individual and group accomplishments you've amassed over your years at Wadsworth. I would also like to take a moment to congratulate your parents and guardians. Without their support, you would not be where you are today. Parents and guardians, as a younger parent myself, I can only imagine the sense of pride and accomplishment you must feel today. Congratulations to you. You deserve it. In his book, A Whole New Mind, Daniel Pink describes the shift occurring in our society from the information age, where the economy and society were built on logical, linear, computer-like capabilities, to the conceptual age, where the economy and society are built on inventive, empathetic, big-picture capabilities. He states the future belongs to a very different kind of person with a very different kind of mind. Creators and empathizers, pattern recognizers, and meaning makers. This is the world you will be entering, and the work that you will do will help to shape not only this conceptual age, but the age that follows as well. Pink also shares that life is a continual quest to find meaning and happiness. Whatever you decide to do with your life as a career will greatly guide you in your quest for these two items. Don't forget their importance. While your days at Wadsworth as a Wadsworth student are behind you, please know that you are always welcome back. We would love to hear how you're doing and assist you as we can as you make this next move in your life journey. From my experience in the Wadsworth community, I think this goes without saying, but please don't forget where you have come from. Become an active member of the Wadsworth High School Alumni Association. It's a great way to stay in touch with your school and classmates. Now, with our Board of Education present, at this time I officially accept from Mr. Moore this year's graduating class. To our board members, I can assure you that all students present today have met the graduation requirements set forth by the state of Ohio, and you, our Board of Education, thus earning a high school diploma. Therefore, I make a final recommendation that you now award diplomas to the Wadsworth High School Class 2015. Thank you and congratulations.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. In just a moment, I will begin to read the 356 names in the class of 2015. I ask that you please refrain from individual clapping and yelling until the end of the commencement to ensure that each student's name is heard. Thank you. Corey Thomas Riggenbaugh. Tyler Hopkins Aberley. Brian Christopher Moore. Elaine Elizabeth Gossard. Robert August Kruger. Evan Riley Raymer. Allison Carol Hose. Colin William Clonk. Mason Anthony Eggleston. Sarah Elizabeth Abshire. Sean Bradley Adams. Christopher John Ahern. Jansen Bernard Alleman. Callie Nicole Alms. Thomas J. Andrews III. Brian Carl Offenberg. Michael Brian Bach. Bennett Roman Byer. Katerina Lynn Baker. Charlotte Marie Bates. Nicholas Paul Bebout. Anne Catherine Beddoe. Jorian Tyler Beery. Benjamin A. Behite. Matthew Ryan Beidler. Nathaniel James Bergen. Brady Allen Berlin. Mackenzie Louise Burton. Benjamin Allen Bingham. Kendall Marie Black. Caitlin Marie Block. John Bodie. Christopher Boldry. Catherine Ann Bowser. Sydney Aaron Bowers. Samantha Marie Brabson. Jack Henry Bruno. Quinn Alexander Bergner. Nicholas Thomas Burnley. Grayson Andrew Burridge. Kylie Marie Busheye. James Calhoun. Kylie Marie Campbell. Riley Hewitt Campbell. Zachary E. Campbell. Lucas Camper. Madeline Sue Capron. Helena Marie Agnes Carlson. Caleb J. Carmody. Michael John Karras. Jenna Elizabeth Cart. Jamie Craig Shamir. Alexis Mackenzie Charns. Valentina Maria Ray Church. Alexis Lynn Clark. Brianna Catherine Clark. Tim David Clinton Jr. Taylor Faye Cole. Clifford James Collier. Matthew Joseph Connors. Maura Alana Cool. Felicia Copley. Juan de Rojas Cordero. Trent David Carnacion. Kerrigan Lynn Corpening. Madison Claire Covert. Nicolette Chase Cox. Cameron Gray Krogan. Kara Noel Crookston. Dylan Lee Krosky. Rebecca Jordan Chalky. Austin James Dare. Joshua Andrew Diamacone. Thomas McGrath Dieguiar. Adam Nicholas Dennison. Ashley Dennison. Nathan Michael DePamphilis, Cassidy Lynn Duber, Megan Nicole Devon, Michaela Jane Dickey, Shanoa Lynn Dingus, Jessica Susan Doherty, Megan Christine Drown, Ashley Lynn Dunning, Brady Allen Easterling, Mackenzie Lane Eberhardt, Michaela Elizabeth Eberhardt. Once again, that was Michaela Elizabeth Eberhardt. Elizabeth Ann Ederici. Kristen Catherine Elliott. Joseph Christian Ellis. Nicholas Arthur Engelhart III. Spencer Harrison Lee English. Sydney Renee Margaret English. Zachary Paul Eshelman. Tyler Everett. Rachel Lauren Faber. Catherine Elizabeth Fite. Albert Stephen Falkenstein, Jr. Samuel Kyle Filler. Rory Patrick Finnegan. Michael Edward Flanagan. Olivia Sophia Fortner. Catherine Lynn Fox. Jacob Frank. Mitchell David Frisbee. Morgan Lee Fritz. Emily Nicole Fugate. Haley Joy Foltz. Sean Michael Gaffney. Stephanie Ann Gaines. Richard S. Gangle II. Julia Lynn Garver. Katerina Marika Gijic. Aaron Lee George. James Matthew George. Anne Elizabeth Gilbert. Morgan Elizabeth Gilbert. Cynthia Ray Good. Rachel Megan Grasso. Connor Gray. Jacob Harrison Gray. Philip Michael Gray. Joshua Keegan Groves. Rachel Ann Haas. Andrew Tyler Hammer. Quade Robert Hanlon. Rachel Ju Young Hardy. Kyle Lee Harpley. Rebecca Christina Ellen Harrod. Sarah Lynn Hartzler. Tyson Gabriel Heidemann. Maggie Elizabeth Henderson. Austin Lee Henthorn. Nicholas Andrew Hewitt. Andrew Jonathan Hibbian. Mason Walker Hicks. Michael Benjamin Hilligus. Mackenzie Lee Hines. Travis Jacob Lee Hines. Logan Ann Hinton. Adam Clifton Hoff. Sarah Judith Hoffman. Paul A. Hoke. Taylor Scott Honold. Christian Alexander Hopper. Brittany Nicole Horvat. Daniel Raymond Howard. Leslie Nicole Ellen Hutchins. Christian Daniel Yeager. Wesley Arthur Yeager. Hosanna Grace Jansen. Alicia Nicole Johnson. Dylan Kleber Johnson. Joseph George Johnson. William Earl Johnson III. Shannon Elizabeth Jones. Amber Nicole Jurius. Rosemary Frances Kane. Isaac Paul Kaufman. Rebecca Denise Marie Keller. Catherine Josephine Kelly. Lauren Nicole Kelly. Kyle Dean Kemple. Anne Marie Elizabeth Kenzig. Christopher Scott Kessler. Erin Nicole Kimmel. Christopher David King. Joel Ruffner Kipfer. Cassidy Eileen Curvin. Christopher Allen Klein. Timothy E. Nipple. Caitlin Grace Knotts. Emily Irene Kopchak. Erica Diane Kovac. Emily Ann Kovacs. Jarrett Robert Kurska. Alan De Wei Kung. Rebecca Lynn Kuss. Bailey Sarah Labus. Alexander James Lycos. Brianna Marie Leatherman. Carolyn Mary Lee. Brooke Delaney Leonard. Wyatt Edward Forrest Lieberth. Amy Catherine Lingle. Hannah Elizabeth Linville. Michael Hubert Livers. Alan Michael Lestalia. Catherine Jean Lockery. Jacob Tyler Lucas. Samuel David Lyon. Justin Matthew Moss. Corinne Rose Magans. Brandon Scott Mackey. David S. Marshall. Amanda Danielle Martin. Pamela Martinez Parra. Maxwell Ross Mazadonsky. Shane Robert Mast. Brian Gregory Maynard. Hannah Olivia McComas. Kayla Louise McCrory. Abigail Marie McNutt. Megan Lynn McNutt. Kevin Gerard McQuate. Cheyenne Nicole Miller. Matthew Harrison Miller. Zachary Thomas Mills. Andrew Michael Morrison. Elise Kathleen Morton. Brock Allen Mueller. Bryce Evan Mueller. Lauren Elizabeth Muir. Paula Munar Call. Matthew David Murak. Caitlin Marie Murphy. Jake Marshall Myers. Samantha Nielsen. Kirsten Mary Nitz. William Joseph O'Connor. Elizabeth Kathleen O'Hara. Jack James Allum. Brianna Jordan Olsakowski. Jamie Thomas Opplinger. Jenna Marie Opplinger. Aaron Lee Orr. Spencer Thomas Orr. Dylan Keegan Paladar. Alexa Taylor Panunzio. Kaylee Rose Pappas. Kyle Jonathan Pennington. Jordan Elizabeth Perrin. Nathaniel Eric Perry. Michaela Ray Petrie. Brian Anthony Pfeiffer. Sierra Gay Phillips. Olivia Rose Pickard. Stephanie Ann Plasick. Dana Janine Polk. Sonia Patel Potter. Austin Michael Powers. Rachel Nicole Presley. Margie Ann Presson. Maura Mackenzie Priest. Bailey Michelle Rager. Corey James Ramirez. Cody Christopher Park Ray. Michael Joseph Recupero. Nicole Lenka Reese. Jacob Cecil Robert Roberts. Jessica Morgan Roberts. Caitlin Marie Roberts. William John Rock. Hannah Marie Rogers. Heather Marie Rogers. Lane Janelle Rooks. Thomas James Rosbert. Gabrielle Ann Ruff. Darren Gregory Saffron. Madison Ray Salem. Maria Christine Sansonetti, Joshua Sapone, Madison Jennifer Schmidt, Karina Marie Renee Schumann, Samantha Rose Scazzaro, Macy Marie Seeley, Paul Michael Seeley, Alex James Seamy, Zachary Iverson Shelley, Michael Kenneth Shingleton, Richard J. Shorter, Grant Charles Simpson, Michaela Danielle Sitko, Riley Sloan, Jade Brittany Slusher, Anthony Schmeikowski, Abigail Elise Smith, Alexis Morgan Smith, Allison Elizabeth Smith, Brendan D. Smith, Haley Lucille Smith, Therese Michelle Smith, Tyler Joseph Smith, Grant Allen Snowball, Allison Jean Spinder, Alexander Ray Staub, Zachary Leo Steinkirchner, Lisa Marie Stover, Caleb John Strong, Eric Allen Sabaticki, Jonah P. Sullivan, Garrett Lewis Sutton, Alicia Elaine Slag, Hannah Renee Takis, Nicholas Bryant Techouts, Emily Deborah Teeter, Paul Gregory Theaters, Candace Jordan Toma, Cody William Toma, Emily Chandler Thompson, Patrick Allen Tibbetts, Amber Lynn Tinney, William Christian Tittle, Abigail May Tolson, Jamie Renee Toth, Joy Anne Marie Trillette, Emily Dawn Triplett. Anna Grace Trogdon. Rachel Helen Tumbleson. Kevin Michael Tyler. Maria Catherine Lucy Uhas. Nicholas Lewis Euler. Tyler John Van Eck. Tyler Allen Vaughn. Roxana Diane Vess. Jordan Noel Vidmar. Aubrey Lynn Virgin. Shannon Marie Volk. Zachary James Villeman. Andrew Tyler Wallers. Alec David Watkins. Nicholas James Wanger. Shelby Faye Wanger. Austin David White. Jeffrey Jacob Williams. Rebecca Lynn Williams. Tasha Lynn Whitty. Jordan Matthew Wolf. Cherry McKenna Wood. Travis Lee Woody. Sonia Michelle Wyrick. April Lynn Yankee. Jacqueline Ann Yelling. Alyssa Marie Yonley. Hattie Lee Yonker. Ashley N. Zakikian. Adriana Caitlin Zarabinski. Melissa Marie Zikafus. Hunter William Zimmerman. Cameron Thomas Zukowski.
Congratulations, class of 2015. Before Class President Corey Riggenball leads our class with the tassel ceremony, I would ask that faculty please assist so we can properly dismiss our graduates. The graduates will proceed through the north doors to the Commons to assemble one final time to throw their caps. Parents and honored guests, please do not stop the recessional for pictures, hugs, or handshakes. If you need to exit, please move up to the second floor, but please keep the Commons area clear. Thank you for your cooperation with this request.
Will the graduates of the class of 2015 please stand? To signify that you are now a graduate of Wadsworth High School, please move your tassels from the right to the left. Congratulations.